Question for you. Are you a midlife maverick? It's a perfectly valid question. Midlife isn't necessarily a time for crisis. Yes, many things can throw us into a bit of a spin. We've got parents that we're dealing with. We've got children that we're dealing with, maybe even grandchildren as well. With more of us living longer these days, with the average age of a woman's life expectation in the UK now being 83, we want to be making the most of our midlife. So rather than a crisis point, let's make it a transformation point. So if you are standing at that metaphorical fork in the road right now, wondering to yourself, is this it? Then this is the episode for you, because you, my friend, might be a midlife maverick waiting to happen. So today we are diving deep into what it means to be a midlife maverick, someone who's bold enough to stop settling, honest enough to start over in some or all of your life, and brave enough to build a life and income streams that actually fit the person you are now. We'll talk about where this identity comes from, how it's relevant to you and your next chapter, and why your ability to be able to self-coach, fail, and reinvent yourself, and why your ability to be able to self-coach, to fail, to try new things, and reinvent is the real secret to your success and happiness moving forward. But before we go into that, hey, gorgeous, I am Sara. I'm a life, business, and start over coach, reinvention strategist, and yes, I did say that correctly, and a very proud self-proclaimed midlife maverick. And my passion and mission is that I help other midlife mavericks map out and action their whole next chapter. I'm all about fresh starts, big mindset shifts, and helping you create more fun, freedom, and fulfillment, along with financial abundance in your life. So if you're new to me, that's who I am. And if you are returning, hey, welcome back. Let's start with the story of how the term maverick first came about. After a little bit of digging and a bit of research, I discovered that it comes from Samuel Maverick. He was a Texan rancher in the 1800s, and he refused to brand his cattle like everyone else did. So as a result, his unbranded animals wandered freely, and over time, people got to know the story and started to call any unbranded cow a maverick. Now, I love this. Not that I'm calling anybody an unbranded cow. Let's get that straight. But the word stuck and it evolved. A maverick isn't reckless. They're not rebellious for the sake of it. They're independent, original, and unapologetically themselves. They don't follow the herd. They don't do what everyone else is doing. They do things others aren't prepared to do. So yes, I am very much a self-proclaimed midlife maverick. And if you're here, I'm suspecting that you might be the same. So I've taken this term, and here's my definition of it, because if this is you, then we're going to get along absolutely fine. A midlife maverick means that they've lived. It means that you've loved, you've lost. You've done all the roles, you've held all the pieces together, you've shown up even when no one else clapped. You've had success. You've been introverted, you've been extroverted. And now something inside of you is shifting. A midlife maverick is no longer okay with being fine. They want more. And not just for your income, but for your whole life, your whole identity. You want more fun, you want more freedom, you want more financial abundance, and you want to attain it through more fulfillment. Through doing the things that also give you that all-important more fulfillment. If you're a midlife maverick, you are ready to build your way forward, and not by following everyone else's opinions, advice. You want to devise your own way forward based on who you are now and what you want next. And here's the most important part of it. Being a midlife maverick is about you stopping to bend and shape and compromise yourself to fit in, to people please, to live by someone else's agenda. It means you are ready to step up, to show up, and to start building a life and income streams that truly reflect who you are now. Now, I'm fairly certain you would have heard of Maslow and his hierarchy of needs. If you're not overly familiar with it, let me give you a quick summary. There are 4 levels of needs, and they range from safety and security all the way up to self-actualization, that sense of fulfillment. Most people that I work with who are in midlife are actually somewhere in the middle. They've got the basics sorted. They've got a successful career behind them. Sometimes those levels of success have brought them many things, but it's also brought them a feeling of disconnect. It might be that the things that once excited them, that they were driven by, are no longer relevant. So they're craving something different. They're looking for a new purpose, maybe even to create a legacy, but freedom is what they want more than anything. Freedom from self-doubt, freedom from what other people think, and freedom from what's holding them back. Freedom to be able to live and choose whatever they want to be, do, and have. And the majority of them are also looking to free themselves from the 9 to 5, from the entrapment of maybe a corporate career. And they're looking to all the new opportunities that are now out there for us with extensive wisdom and knowledge, and team that with the technology that we have today. It is so easy to start to create income streams now that are not based around exchanging time for money and working for someone else. Sometimes that conditioning that we've all grown up with starts to feel very embedded. If you want to start doing something new, we have to let go of and decondition ourselves in order to move forward in today's world. We're very much a generation who have often lived by other people's rules. I heard a wonderful quote about tradition. They were saying that the traditions that we hold sometimes are nothing more than other people's expectations of how things should be. And we have just accepted. Think about Christmas. This is such a great example. There are things that we do that we class as tradition. But have you ever actually challenged those things? I've worked with so many people who have told me about how they have to do certain things at Christmas because that's the way it's always been. And it's so true. I did it myself. But when you start to challenge those thoughts, where those beliefs come from, and are they actually still what you want? Are they up to date with who you are now? This is proper freedom when you start to think about things in a very different way and you challenge your beliefs, your feelings over certain things that have happened in the past. So it's this kind of level of self-awareness that I love to work with people on, because you can't become fully expressed if you're living by someone else's rules and even beliefs. So it's so important to release yourself from these things before you can really grow income streams and maybe even a business. If you've still got these things just pulling you back every time, keeping you in the familiar, keeping you in the safe zone. So here's what I believe. And it might not be the most popular opinion, but to me, it is 100% true. And I've seen it time and time again. I've seen many people go down a self-development journey. I've seen people go down that route of wanting to create a business of their dreams, to be able to scale it to 5, 6, 7 figures. It doesn't matter the amount. What matters is when you are stuck in a place where you are continually learning, you are effectively just waiting for the clarity, the motivation, all the things to fall into place, because there's been so many messages that have told us this is exactly what we need to do. If you want to build a business, if you want to build successful income streams, you need to follow this particular blueprint, or you need to copy this script and post this. There's so many things that allow us to forget who we are. My beliefs are that we have to get chaotic and messy. We have to give things a go before you actually know whether it is for you or not, and whether it's going to work for you. I truly believe you have to fail your way to the business and income streams of your dreams. Anyone with a successful, sustainable business didn't just figure it out on the first go. It's not as easy as this is how I'm going to do it, and then you just do it. No, it doesn't work like that. You figure it out by doing. You figure it out by plucking up the courage. You figure it out by stepping out of your comfort zone and by testing ideas, getting it wrong and getting it right. And that is why I am so passionate about helping people learn how to self-coach. Why? Am I actually doing myself out of a job? No, of course not. There's still a great place for being coached, but learning skills to self-coach means that you understand exactly what questions to be asking yourself on a daily, maybe even hourly basis. It helps you understand exactly what it is that you need. It helps you create a vision based on your values and give you that courage to take action even when it feels messy and you don't feel ready. It's not about finding the perfect business idea or the perfect messaging or even your perfect client. It's about finding the next thing for you to try. It's about letting each and every experiment and experience that you have teach you more about who you are, what you love, and how you want to show up and live fully. So if you are nodding along and agreeing with the things that I'm saying, then I'm going to make this even easier for you. So go grab a pen and a piece of paper, because you need to be able to answer these 5 things. And when you are crystal clear on these, you can declare yourself a midlife maverick, and you will have unshakable confidence and be able to step forward with courage, with calm, with curiosity, and with conviction. Understanding these 5 fundamental things changed my life, and they can change yours too. So the 5 areas are who you are, what you do, who you do it for, how you do it, and why it all matters so much. These aren't just business questions. These are life questions, and you can apply them to any part of your life or to any role that you hold that makes up who you are and your full identity. They apply to you as a parent, a partner, a friend, a coach, a leader. And that part of you, that core self that is ready to step into their new identity in order to live exactly how they want and earn exactly how they want in their next chapter. Now, those 5 core areas, along with my 5-step Start Over and Rise method, is everything that you need to be able to move forward with clarity, with confidence, with calm, and massive excitement. When you answer these questions honestly, boundaries are created, boundaries are upheld, and you'll be able to identify whether you're building your own dream or someone else's. So in a moment, I have an invitation for you. But before I do that, I just want to add this. Being a midlife maverick isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's the complete opposite. It's about being brave enough to start over and rise from things that aren't working for you. It doesn't mean that you're leaving everything behind. It means that you're moving forward. Starting over and rising doesn't mean that you have failed. Things run their course. Relationships, interests, friendship groups, goals that you've previously held and achieved, and being able to be brave enough to move on to the next thing. But this time, you've got more experience and wisdom to carry forward. It's about looking at uncertainty and being okay with it, because you know you are going to be all right. There's a wonderful saying my mum always used to say to me. I grew up with it, and that was, it'll be all right in the end. And if it's not all right, it's not the end. And I just love that, because it's true. It means you just keep going. You keep moving forward with positivity, being okay with things that are thrown at you, because you know in yourself, you have that self-trust that you can handle anything, because you can, and you will. When you learn to stop following everyone else's opinion and society's conditioning, and you start trusting what your own voice is telling you you could be, do, and have, then you know it's your time. So here's my proposition. This has taken me some time to pull all together, but I would like to invite you to come and join me in my program, Start Over and Rise for Midlife Mavericks. The whole focus of it is about helping you build the life and income streams that you want, that finally fits who you are now. Now, the doors are open now, and starting on Monday, the 21st of July, I'm also going to be doing 6 weeks of group coaching. So as we move forward, the content is going to be dropped. And I'm telling you now, the content isn't all about copy and paste and do this, and this is how to get your messaging and so on. It is all self-coaching based. And I am there to help you and guide you and to help you brainstorm ideas and how you're feeling about things. I'm there with you every step of the way. It's about daily contact in a community where you are surrounded by others doing exactly the same as you. I'm hoping that when you come on in, you will have an immediate sense of belonging, of knowing that you are in the right place. It is a place where you are going to get dead honest with yourself. It is a place of extreme confidentiality. When you come in, there will be things that you need to sign so that everybody can feel really safe in this environment and say whatever it is they want. Because there's so much of our lives where we've compromised and not been able to voice some of the things that we actually want to say. So this is a perfect space for that. We start from the truth. You're going to build your new life, or part of your new life, from the inside out. You're going to test what works, and you're going to build income streams that feel natural to you. There will be learning of new skills and a little bit of tech, but it's that meshing of the two worlds, that inner self-confidence, that inner self-trust, so that you can come up with your ideas and really move forward with them. That you can start to leave that job and become a freelancer, or become an author, or a content creator, or make videos, or start a YouTube channel, whatever it is that you've wondered about. You can get started in Start Over and Rise. It's all about no more pretending, no more compromising, no more trying to squeeze into other people's expectations and systems. It's about you making your own decisions and learning and understanding what is right for you. You're going to be supported by a proven process and a like-minded community. So let's take a look at who this is for. Well, it's for midlife mavericks, or wannabe midlife mavericks. You're most likely to be in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, and you're definitely ready for your next chapter, even if you don't know what that is right now and the thought of it scares you. You've most likely been through stuff, maybe divorce, loss, burnout, redundancy. Or maybe you are just ready for something completely different. You don't want to live by the constraints of others and what society tells you you should be doing now. You want to be doing things that make you feel good, that you enjoy doing, and that give you a new purpose. Something exciting to work towards. You are done with trying to follow rigid formulas that just aren't you or don't fit into the lifestyle that you want. And you definitely want a safe space to figure it all out for yourself, with a safe space that has a level of structure, support, and soul. So I'm really aware that clearly this isn't for everyone. This is not for you if you are looking to start some income streams and you're looking for plug and play templates and done for you scripts. You're not going to find that here. This also isn't for you, and I come from a place of love, but this isn't for you if you want someone else to just tell you what to do and what sort of business you should have. And this is definitely not for you if you are not ready to slow down and contemplate and do some deep thinking and really get honest about what you want next and what you might have to do to get it. And if you're hoping that success comes along by simply copying what anybody else is doing, working out what the AI prompts are for certain messaging, this isn't for you. This is for you if you are ready to dig deep and to build from the inside out, to truly become self-aware and learn about yourself and all the amazing things you can be doing next. You'll also be learning my 5-step start over and rise method. So there's no big fancy launch. I'm just opening the doors because I am ready and I want to get started. And right now, this is how I want to run my business. This is the next stage. And I'd be super excited and honored to have you with me at this time. Now, the price reflects that this is still a very small beginning. So it's great if you are looking for maximum support, because as we grow, I'll be introducing more start over coaches into the group that will help. But for now, you will have me doing all of the live coaching, and I'll be there to support you in the group every single day. So if you are ready to start building a life, income streams, and you're ready to escape what's holding you back, what's keeping you small, and start to live fully, then come and join me. I can't wait to see you over there. I'll put the link in the description below. And if you've got any questions, feel free to contact me. I'll be closing the doors first thing on Monday so that we can really dive in with everyone that's joined at that stage. We'll be together for 6 weeks. And then after that, the doors will open again and the price will be significantly higher. So if you're nodding along, if anything has resonated with you today, now definitely is the time to dive on in. These methods have been tried and tested. I started the beta group last year. It's ready. So if you are ready to step up and become a midlife maverick, then come on over and join me. So the final thing to say is it's never too late to make a change. It's never too early to start over and rise from where you are right now to where you want to be. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next episode.